What's up, everybody? This is Chris Delgadillo again. I put on my Facebook today that I didn't know what topic to do on my for video log and answer some questions today. So I put it out there, and somebody asked me a question. So here it is. I'm going to try and make this as short as possible. The question was to go into kind of a detail of my current training regimen and what I do, and just to kind of explain what it is, how I work out. So what I do is I do a 4-day training split. Necessarily, I don't like to think about it in days. I like to think everything I do is in working hours. How many hours am I devoted to training versus to sitting on my ass on the couch and eating junk food weekly. So that's the way I break down. But it's the easiest way for me to explain it in these purposes is training days. So first training day, I'm usually going to hit either my shoulders or my chest. Just to say, for instance, hypothetically, because I like to work my chest and triceps together and my shoulders and biceps together, then have a leg day and back and arms. So I'll just explain that. First day of my training split, based upon if I'm doing my chest and triceps, will consist of anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours of training. Now, that's not just going in there and doing bench presses and curls for 2 hours. That's 2 hours of including of warm-up sets, working sets, and no matter what, I give myself 30 minutes of cardio every day. And that's not hard hitting running cardio. It's like a walk, just to get an afterburn effect. I did some reading up on an afterburn effect. It's good to do that, especially if you're bodybuilding, just to kind of burn those muscles out and get them, make sure that they're stimulated, that your whole body's stimulated. Plus it helps burn up a little bit of fat. Now it's not a big gigantic thing of fat, but it's gonna, it's just keeping you active. Okay. Now, second day, this isn't part of my training split. This is after I did my chest, my shoulder, my chest and bicep, chest and triceps, I'm going to, my next day is not going to be a lifting day because I don't like to lift back-to-back days. I know a lot of people do. I just don't like to do it. I found it doesn't work for me. I end up burning myself out on a Wednesday and not going back to the gym on a Friday, and then it gets all mixed up. So I devote 1 solid hour to cardio, and that's a brisk walk or a jog, maybe. Okay, 1 solid hour, and that adds to my weekly hours of training. Okay. Now, the next day, this is the actual day 2 of my split. I know it's been 3 days, but this is the day 2 of the technical split. It's going to be probably a leg day, depending on how sore I am. If whatever I hit the day over there, the day before that, if it's too sore, I usually just avoid it, and then I'll do like a leg day. If it's not sore, then I'll actually do so I'll say like a leg day. I'll go in there and my leg days go usually pretty fast, so it'll usually consist anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half with 30 minutes of cardio with warm-up sets and working sets. And like I said, not running, just a walk. Okay, so I'll go in there and do all my leg exercises, everything I need to hit my legs. Now, the next day is going to be another hour added to my total hours of training. It's going to be the cardio again, just a brisk walk, jog, maybe. Okay, depending on how my legs feel. All right. Now the next day is going to be probably my shoulder and bicep day. So I'll devote my shoulders and my biceps heal up really fast. I don't know why. I guess maybe because they're brand new. They heal up really fast. They're never sore for too long, no matter how hard I hit them, and I've hit them pretty hard. So that'll be a 2 solid hours of warm-up sets, working sets, and 30 minutes of cardio. Same way. It's routine, guys. That's how it has to go. It has to stay a little consistent until you start falling off, you know what I mean? So it's just the consistency and time. Now the next day will be 1 hour devoted again to my total training hours for the week. Okay, cardio, maybe brisk walk, jog, maybe. Okay, next day is probably going to be a Friday. I love Fridays because it's my wrap-up day. It's the day that I go into the lab and I hit everything that I feel like I didn't hit right, that I want to hit again, lats, back, abs, and I just burn myself out, get it all nice and sore, get it all nice and pumped. I come out of that thing just feeling like a monster, you know what I mean? But I also do the 30 minutes of cardio onto that. Sometimes I even go 45 minutes to an hour and just burn myself out on a Friday, so I remind myself on the weekend on my really non-training days. My weekend days are probably my non-training days. I'll remind myself that I'm not to go crazy, not to just get sloppy and eat kinds of junk food, even though I do eat some. It just kind of reminds me, and then I total up my working hours, my training hours for the week. So my training hours should be anywhere from 10 to 12 weightlifting training hours, running, everything, and then the total hours for the week should be 40 plus hours of eating clean. You know what I mean? So that's part of my training hours. And then my weekend, even though I am at on a diet for caloric surplus, it's still considered a diet because it's what I decided how do I want to eat. You know, that's what a diet is, determining what you want to eat. So I am at a caloric surplus. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm trying to gain weight. So what I do on the weekends is, instead of being at a caloric surplus on the weekends, I bust down to maintenance level because I've already been at a caloric surplus for the week. So that way it helps me maintain my everything. I like to do everything I work in hours. I mean, you get paid in hours, you get you charge in hours. You know what I mean? That's the way I like to do it. It's just the way I figured it out for myself. So if that makes sense to you guys, try it out. Try and calculate everything in hours, training hours versus non-training hours, clean diet hours versus non-clean diet hours. And when you can get the clean diet and the training hours above the sitting on your ass not doing anything, that's when that weight starts flying off, or the muscles start really starting to come in. And that's what I've noticed, and that's what I've adapted towards my life. So try, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like the video. Send comments, put comment in the comment box. Facebook me if y'all have any videos else that y'all want me to do. I'll be happy to get them out to you as soon as I can. That's it, guys. Stay healthy.